All right, what's up? What's up, everybody? It's Oscars night, Oscars 2024, and we are going to be reacting to the Oscars all night long. If you're watching this on YouTube, Twitch is where I do all my live streamings, and I don't think I'm gonna do this year much like editing setup. I need to fix this at some point. I don't know if I'm going to do very much like editing kind of setup when it comes to the end results of this. I'm trying to fix this boom arm. So anyway, yeah. So I want to turn this down. I got the red carpet playing right now, and yeah, tonight's the Oscars. Let me pull up a let me pull up a window here real quick so we can view us. The nominations. Yeah, I know. Okay, so here we go. So we have the nominations pulled up. Let me put that below me now. But yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do like much editing in terms of where's this at? Oh, it's all the way up there. There we go. And I'll make me smaller real quick. Bloop. Any bedoozle. We can make this a little bit bigger too, so we can see stuff a little bit better. What up, Autumn? Huh? Underneath the capture card. Anyway, what I was gonna say was I don't think I'm gonna do like any kind of editing and uploading to this later. One is they've got these newfangled things where you can't screen capture anymore, so I'm not too worried about trying to. I'm not too worried about trying to get footage from the Oscars, and honestly, I don't feel like messing with it. I'm just gonna probably upload this full stop and go from there. And with it being the Oscars the way it is, I'm not entirely sure if it's like very like time sinky, and plus I don't know if there's any like replays for the Oscars. But anyway, what I want to start off with, most importantly, maybe I'll do like some shorts or something. I don't know. We'll see. But what I want to do to start off with is I want to go through and look at the Oscar nominations. I watched a lot of these. I didn't watch all of these because I gotta be honest with you, I just didn't have time. And, instead of watching the Oscar movies, I watched Trolls trilogy instead. So, I'm prioritizing my life in a different way, obviously. The Gene Herschelt Humanitarian Award, Michelle Sater. These don't matter. No offense. Deserved, but don't matter. Best International Feature. I've only seen The Zone of Interest. Io Capitone, or if that's how you say it, Perfect Days Teacher's Lounge. I had zero chance to watch. Didn't come around me at all. So never got a chance to see any of these. And I don't believe, as of right now, you can stream them anywhere. Does not look like it. Society and Snow is on Netflix. I just haven't gotten around to watching them yet. Oh, Teacher's Lounge is now on Prime Video, so I could have watched that one probably. Well, did not know that. So the only one I've seen, Zone of Interest. That's the one I'm rooting for. I think this movie is probably the best movie of the Oscar films that I've seen. Best documentary short. I didn't watch Island in Between, Nine Nine and Waipo. I did watch these three: the ABC's of Book Banning, The Barber of Little Rock, and The Last Repair Shop. And I thought all these were average to bad. Was not a fan of really any of these that much. I would say out of the three I saw, The Barber of Little Rock was probably the better of the three. But both of these ones I didn't care much for. So don't know these two. So could go to either, could go to any of them. Don't really care much. Best live action short film. The only one I watched was A Wonderful Story of Henry Sugar. I'm going to root for that. Didn't get to watch any other ones. I think Invincible and Night of Fortune are both on YouTube. I just didn't get around to sitting down to watch them. The After is on Netflix, and Red, White, and Blue ain't got a clue. Best animated short. I didn't watch any of these yet, so take it with a grain of salt. Best animated feature. I did get to watch almost all these. I did not see Robot Dreams or The Boy and the Heron. The Boy and the Heron, didn't get around to seeing it. Like the 2 weeks a theater semi local to us had it, so didn't get to see that one. Robot Dreams was it's releasing May 31st, so I will see it when it comes out, and I will see The Boy and the Heron at some point, probably more than likely when it comes out on Blu-ray. Best documentary feature. Now I did try to get through these, but I only got through two of them. 20 Days in Mariupol and Bobby Wine, the People's President. I think both of these are decent. Bobby Wine is basically Ugandan Navalny from last year. 20 Days in Mariupol, I feel like is probably going to win it. It is insanely powerful. It is insanely upsetty spaghetti. So I feel like 20 Days in Mariupol probably has it. Best achievements in visual effects. I did watch all of these. I would say it should go to either Godzilla or The Creator, especially considering budgets. What else is there? Best achievement in music written for motion pictures. I watched all of these. Honestly, I don't even remember this song at all. I also don't remember this one. I would have to pull it up to listen to it. This was decent, the John Baptiste song, but I'm rooting for I'm Just a Kin. I think it will go to Billie Eilish and Phineas O'Connell. I think that's who will end up winning it, but I think it's between these three. I don't think these two have much of a chance. Best achievement in music written for motion pictures, original score. For me, I'm probably going to say Oppenheimer is what I would want to win out of this bunch. Killers of the Flower Moon is not bad, but it's not super memorable in my opinion. American Fiction's music, I think, was actually the worst part of the movie. I thought it was very distracting and kind of obnoxious. It undermined a lot of the scenes it was used in. Dial of Destiny was just Indiana Jones music. I mean, it's good, but it's not that original. Poor Things was decent. So I'm going to root for Oppenheimer out of that bunch. To be honest with you, I'm not entirely sure who will win it. It could be Poor Things. This Jurskin Bendrix is a first-time composer, I think, film composer, so maybe. So I don't know. Don't know who won that one. Best achievement in makeup and hairstyling. I did buy Golda digitally so I could watch it because it was the same price as renting, and I didn't get around to it yet. So can't really say. Maestro's makeup is probably one of the stronger aspects of that film. Poor Things makeup is really good. I didn't get to watch Society in Snow yet, but it looks awesome. And then Oppenheimer. Out of this bunch, I'm probably just going to pick Poor Things, honestly. Best sound, Maestro, Mission Impossible, The Creator, Oppenheimer, and Zone of Interest. It should go to Zone of Interest. That is the entire movie, is the sound of the Zone of Interest. It's the entire thing. Maestro, I don't think should be nominated for anything. I thought that movie is the worst movie of the Oscars, in my opinion. I really did not like Maestro. I gave it a 3 out of 10. Mission Impossible is good. It's loud. The Creator, I don't remember much of the sound design, but I don't remember it ever being that bad. Oppenheimer, not bad sound design, but if Zone of Interest don't win, that will be a travesty to me. Best achievement in costume design, Barbie, Killers of the Flower Moon, Napoleon, Oppenheimer, and Poor Things. You know, for me, it's these three, Barbie, Napoleon, and Poor Things. I'm not sure who will win it, but in my opinion, I don't know. In my opinion, Napoleon had some really good costumes. So did Barbie, and so did Poor Things. I don't know. I don't really have much of a dog in this fight. I guess I'm going to root for. I'll probably root for Poor Things on this one because there is a little bit more originality in its costumes. Although, you know, Killers of the Flower Moon and Oppenheimer, to their nominations, are very period-esque. And Napoleon, I don't know the nature of Napoleon's actual like historical fabrics, but I can definitely see a lot of costumes look great in that. Best achievement in production design is the exact same grouping, and I have pretty much the exact same response. I think it's between these three. I would probably actually, you know what, in production design, I don't know, because Poor Things, you had to really create a lot of things from originality. Barbie, you kind of just had to bring Barbie to life. I would be happy with Poor Things or Barbie winning. Best achievement in film editing, to me, it's Oppenheimer. The editing to Oppenheimer, despite the direction of having just shot reverse shot for dialogue scenes, is really solid and very. I mean, it's a 3 hour movie. It moves by like in an hour and a half pace. So my opinion would probably go to Oppenheimer. It just there's no fat. It's everything is trimmed perfectly. Um, Anatomy of Fall is a really good movie, but the editing wasn't anything that like screamed out to me. Poor Things, I think there's some things that could have been trimmed out of Poor Things. Holdovers, I kind of have the same sentiment as Anatomy of Fall. It's a really good movie. The editing is good, but it doesn't like stand out. Killers of the Flower Moon is I think there's some fat that could be trimmed off of that. Best achievement in cinematography out of the cinematography. El Conde, Killers of the Flower Moon, Maestro, Oppenheimer, and Poor Things. Uh, Again, the cinematography in Maestro is one of the stronger aspects of it. Oppenheimer, there is some good moments visually for sure. Again, there's just a lot of shot reverse shot for my taste. Poor Thing cinematography was gorgeous. It is the strongest aspect in my opinion. Killers of the Flower Moon cinematography is good, but not in anything in my opinion like super duper mind blowing. I guess I would have to watch it again. I'm going to root for El Conde here because I actually really enjoyed El Conde and I really enjoyed the cinematography in it. Just a lot of good, like striking looking visuals. I don't know. I just think it's a good looking movie. So I'm going to root for El Conde on this one. Best adapted screenplay: American Fiction, Barbie, Poor Things, Oppenheimer, and The Zone of Interest. Um, I got to be honest with you. I really don't care out of here like what ends up winning because I thought all these screenplays were pretty solid. My thing with Poor Things is, like I said, there is a lull in the film that I was not a big fan of. Oppenheimer is a good biopic. Zone of Interest is really, really good. American Fiction script, though, is really strong. So is Barbie's. So I don't really have much. Like, I would be happy with pretty much any of these. I guess if I had to pick one, right? If I had to pick one, I'm going to pick Zone of Interest just because I liked it the most. Best original screenplay: Anatomy of Fall, May December, The Holdovers, Past Lives, and Maestro. Why is Maestro an original screenplay when it's based on somebody's work? Why is that not an adapted screenplay? My pick is probably Anatomy of a Fall or May December. Really enjoyed those ones. I like The Holdovers a lot. I'm gonna stand on this hill for a second. I think The Holdovers is a fantastic movie. I think it's really, really good. But in terms of like originality, it's a little, I don't know if cliched is the right word, but it's not like super duper original. It's just a really well told story. So I don't know. I don't know. I really like May December and Anatomy of Fall. I'd be happy with either of these two winning. I would be happy with any of these but Maestro winning, honestly. But if I'm going to pick just one, I'm going to go with Anatomy of a Fall. I'm going to go with Anatomy of a Fall. Best in Achievement in Directing: Christopher Nolan, Oppenheimer, Jonathan Glazer, Zone of Interest, Martin Scorsese, Killer Flower Moon, Justine Triet, Anatomy of a Fall, and Yorgos Lanthimos, Poor Things. I'm rooting for Jonathan Glazer for Zone of Interest. I'm going to glaze the Glazer. I just think Zone of Interest was just a phenomenal movie, incredibly well put together. Oppenheimer, sorry Nolan, but like those shot reverse shots are unforgivable in that sense, you know. Martin Scorsese, I could see winning it just because he's on the tail end of his career. I could see them wanting to honor him one more time. Justine Triet, Anatomy of Fall is very, very well directed. Yorgos Lanthimos, I mean, he's a powerhouse. I just wasn't the biggest fan of Poor Things. Best performance by an actress in a supporting role: American Ferrera, Barbie; Divine Joy Randolph, The Holdovers; Emily Blunt, Oppenheimer; Danielle Brooks, The Color of Purple; and Jodie Foster, Naiad. Out of these bunch, I really enjoyed these three: Divine Joy Randolph, Emily Blunt, and Jodie Foster. I thought these three were really good. Danielle Brooks, I mean, she played Sophie in The Color Purple. I don't think she was like that different in terms of performance as Oprah Winfrey, so I'm not really like that impressed. Like she was good, but like American Ferrera, honestly, in my opinion, I know my wife disagrees with me on this one. I thought was one of the weaker aspects of Barbie. Her performance is fine. I didn't think anything by it. So mine is these three. If I had to pick one, I'm picking Divine Joy Randolph. I thought she was great in the holdovers. I don't know. Emily Blunt Oppenheimer is great too. I'm gonna go Divine Joy. Actor in supporting role: Mark Ruffalo, Poor Things; Robert De Niro, Killers of the Flower Moon; Barbie; Ryan Gosling; Robert Downey Jr., Oppenheimer; and Sterling K. Brown, American Fiction. Any of these, I'd be happy to win. I think it might go to Robert Downey Jr. for Oppenheimer. It might. Performance wise, I don't know. If I had to pick one, I'm picking Ryan Gosling just because I'm a stan. You know what I mean? Because I'm a Stan Marsh, more like Stan Darsh. Anyway, so I'm gonna pick Ryan Gosling, but I would be happy with any of these. I think these are all fantastic performances. Best performance by an actress in a leading role: Annette Bening for Naiad, Carey Mulligan, Maestro, Lily Gladstone, Killer to Flower Moon, Emma Stone, Poor Things, Sandra Hüller, Anatomy of a Fall. I personally was blown away with every one of these but Carey Mulligan. I'm a huge Carey Mulligan fan. I Maestro just wasn't it. Maestro sucked. I'm a huge Carey Mulligan fan though, but I think it's between these four. I would be happy with any of these four winning. Annette Bening was awesome in Naiad. I just want to say it, like Naiad was a solid movie. I think I give it a 7 or 7.5. But Annette Bening was really good in it. Emma Stone was, in my opinion, the glue that held Poor Things together for me. Lily Gladstone was great in Killers of the Flower Moon, and Sandra Hüller was amazing in Anatomy of Fall. So I would be happy with any of these four. If I'm going to pick one, I'm going to pick Sandra Hüller for Anatomy of Fall because I don't know, her character in that movie was so solid. Best performance by a leading actor: Bradley Cooper, Maestro; Cillian Murphy, Oppenheimer; Cole Domingo, Rustin; Jeffrey Wright, American Fiction; Paul Giamatti, Holdovers. Cole Domingo, I was not a fan of that much in Rustin. I wasn't a big fan of Rustin, period. Bradley Cooper and Maestro, I wasn't a huge fan of either. These three I think are good. Jeffrey Wright, American Fiction was good. Cillian Murphy and Oppenheimer was good. Paul Giamatti, The Holdovers was good. Um, I would be really happy with Cillian or Paul winning. If I had to pick one to root for, I'm going to pick Cillian Murphy just because I know my wife's going to pick Paul Giamatti. So that way we can have a little bit of rivalry in the household. But I'm going to say Cillian Murphy. And then best picture: American Fiction, Anatomy of Fall, Barbie, Killers of the Flower Moon, Maestro, Oppenheimer, Past Life, Poor Things, The Holdovers, and The Zone of Interest. Paul Giamatti forever. Yeah, see, exactly. That's what I mean. Me personally, I'm picking Zone of Interest. I think it was the best movie of the entire festival. Not festival, of the entire Academy Awards. I think Zone of Interest is just insanely great. I'd be happy with it. The Holdovers, I'd be happy with pretty much any of them winning outside of Maestro or Barbie. Like I liked Barbie. The best picture, I don't know about that. The other categories, sure, but best picture, I don't know. Especially when we have the Iron Claw that wasn't nominated for anything, which is ridiculous. Um, yeah. So for me, I like I said, I'm rooting for Zone of Interest. I don't think it will win. I think it will go to Oppenheimer. I think Oppenheimer will win. That's my I'm pretty sure this is going to happen pick. I think it's going to be Oppenheimer. So we're only a few minutes away. I do want to say real quick, YouTube TV is like the jankiest of janky things. Like it is so janky to actually get to like the show and actually get it to play. It's so jank. It's such an unintuitive platform to like work off of, but we'll see what happens. We'll see. We're getting closer to the showtime, so let me post something real quick. I should have figured out before this to how to dual stream and try to dual stream on YouTube. Actually, I wonder if I can. So let me look here real quick. Oh wait, I don't think I can because I don't have that hooked up to stream. Oh well. Oh well, we'll just stick with Twitch. We'll stick with Twitch. Should brush my beard out instead of looking like a hobo. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Those are my picks. Yeah, and instead of watching Society in Snow or Golda or some of the other documentaries or some of the short films, instead I watched the Trolls trilogy, the DreamWorks Trolls trilogy, and the Outfit Dream Scenario. Those are the ones I feel. Also, hey, what's up with Nick Cage not getting a nomination for Dream Scenario? Or the director getting like a best achievement in direction. Like that movie was awesome. Like what was up with Dream Scenario not getting anything? Like honestly, like that's like one of the best Nick Cages I've seen in a hot minute. Like Nick Cage was so good in that movie, man. Yeah, that was a snub. TMNT Mutant Mayhem was definitely a snub for animated. As much as I didn't care much for, excuse me, super the Super Mario Bros movie, there's no denying whatsoever that what's his face got snubbed a bit. Peaches, Jack Black, Peaches. Like that got snubbed a little bit. So I was wondering if there's an Oscars category in on Twitch, but I don't think so. Wonder if there is like if people stream in the Oscar category because there's a game apparently called Oscar. I'm just curious. I want to look it up. Yes, yes, two of them are. Should I hop over to that one? I don't know. Is that where people? Is that where people be? You know what? I'll jump over in that channel for a little bit. We'll see what happens. Why not? You know, what's it gonna hurt? Nothing. That's what's gonna hurt. All right. It's 7:02. Let's get this going. Let me turn off the red carpet show. Is it started yet? How do I? God, YouTube TV sucks on desktop. No, I don't want to watch it on the BBC. I'm confused. I wonder if is it maybe just going to go straight into it from the live carpet? Maybe. It might just go into the. Oh yeah, because it just changed to the Oscars. Okay, so it's just going to go from the live carpet. Okay, that works. That works for me. Makes my life a little bit easier. Makes my life a little bit easier. I need to grab thumbnails for stuff. So I'm like debating if I want to try to I mean, we're just waiting for it to start. Well, that's a good thumbnail. Just waiting on this thing to start. All right, looks like we're starting finally. Now we got to see if there's going to be anybody, if anything's going to be worth winning. It looks like we're going to commercials. We'll be also doing some polls for every category. We'll be setting up some polls. So that'd be cool, I guess. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how the night goes. My wife went through painstakingly typing out every category for us. So we'll see how it goes. Yeah, maybe I should have looked you know what, maybe next year I'll look into double streaming. We'll try to figure that out a little bit next time. Next year about dual streaming on both. This would be the night to do it on both. Probably, right? Also, I just want to say $80 a month for YouTube TV is ridiculously expensive. Like I don't think there's anything on here that's worth $80 a month. I don't care if it's like live TV or not. It ain't worth it, son. Okay, that's the Wu Tang sisters. All right. Let me make sure I can't. Let me try something real quick. It's not going to affect you because you're just looking at my big old fat ugly face, but I want to see something real quick. Yeah, okay. That's about what I thought would happen. Oh shit, I closed out of the window. Oops. uh I gotta go very well if we can't watch the Oscars, right? Alright, let's try this. The Oscars. Alright, well how did Okay, so how do I get back to it then? It's so YouTube TV is so bad, it's not even funny. I'm trying to like Oh, maybe I gotta go to the live page. Yeah, this. Play this. I'm missing Jimmy Kimmel's opening monologue. Whoops. Okay. Are you going? There we go. All right. All right. We're here. We missed some of Jimmy Kimmel's opening monologue. Whoops. Oops a doo. Talking about Greta Gerwig should have been directed for best nominated for best director. Trying to see if I can dual stream. But I'm looking at Jimmy Kimmel's not doing anything that impressive right now, so I'm just looking to see how I can like dual stream this. Yeah, I can't use the same. Darn. I can't use the same. I can't use. What am I trying to say? I can't use the same. I can't use the same webcam for both. I guess I have two webcams though, right? So like I could just do that. Hold on. Jimmy Kimmel's just Jimmy Kimmeling, right? Has he done anything memorable? Because like, yeah, because my SMB still works. Hmm. Hmm. Where's this at? Oh, it's plugged into the back. Oh well, I'll just stay on here. I'll just stay on Twitch. That's all right. I'm not gonna bother with it. Yeah, I think Poor Things and Oppenheimer are the like top two front runners right now. So let me pull up that nominations list. All right. Damn, Emma Stone's been nominated 5 times. Good for her. She's an awesome actress. I was surprised when I did my Poor Things review how much like hate Emma Stone was getting, and I was like, really? You know, this much hate for Emma Stone? Emma Stone's kind of awesome. Like, I don't understand why there's this much hate for Emma Stone. Makes zero sense. Agreed. Jimmy Kimmel was talking about how long the movies were. That movies were too long this year. Yeah, some of them were brutal. Some of them were brutal to sit through. I need to turn this down a little bit. This is really loud. Maestro, that's the one that was way too fucking long. Maestro was so long. That one was hard to sit through. Oh, Bradley Cooper brought his mom. That's cool. Chris Chan. He's he's making a joke about how Bradley Cooper brings his mom everywhere, so he must be dating his mom. It's like Chris Chan, let's go. Lily Gladstone's the first Native American ever to be nominated. Are you serious? That is wild. I bet she wins then. I didn't know that. My money's on her then. My money's on her. So I'm just gonna say this. We got a few people in here, surprisingly. What's up? What's up? I hope you enjoy the stream. I hope you're watching the Oscars as well. But we are every category when they come up, we are going to put up a poll. I'm going to try to be fast about this. I've never done them before, so we'll see how this goes. But we'll put up a poll, and everybody can vote on what they think is, what their vote is to win. As that's what we're going to do as we go through the night. We should get a little bit of a headway, so maybe we can, stir up a ruckus, some film discussion, if you will, when we get to it. Talking about Sandra Hüller being in two of like the best films of the year, Anatomy of a Fall and The Zone of Interest. And actually, I just watched a movie with her from 2021 just a few weeks ago called Sleep. That is definitely worth checking out. But I think it's definitely worth checking out anyway. Sleep from 2021 or 2020. It depends on, if you're a glass half full or half empty kind of guy. I lean off of U.S. release dates, but it's definitely worth checking out. Very Lynchian, pretty cool. Why is Dwayne the Rock Johnson there? They just cut the Dwayne out of no reason. Shouldn't he be fighting somebody right now, like Cody Rhodes or something? Talking about the writer's strike. Good for them, stand up for what you believe in and fight for the good fight. Good for them. Brendan Fraser. Did he do anything this year? Brendan Fraser, other than he was in Killers of the Flower Moon, but did he do anything else? Also, like, how do you get an invite to the Oscars? Is it just you get a +1, or like, how does that work? You know, how do you get an invite there? Shout out to the sound people. Now get out of here, peasants. That's why we. He brought out like all the workers, behind the scene workers. If you're wearing Skechers to the Oscar, come up here and take a bow. Now get out of here, peasants. That's what I'm waiting for. All right, we gonna go for their first Oscar. They're doing supporting role first. Why doesn't it let me do a poll? What's happening here? There we go. All right, let's. I didn't realize we're doing best supporting actress out of the gate. So some of these are cut off because I guess there's a word count, but you know, is what it is. So vote. I guess it only set it for a minute, so I'll do it longer next time. I'll do it longer next time. But the vote is up, so feel free to put some votes. Am I getting like choppy? Why do I feel like I'm like choppy? Like I'm not running good frame rates here. But yeah, polls up. Check it out. We got one vote for Divine Joy Randolph, and the holdovers. Two. Divine Joy won with 2 votes. Come on now. I'll set it up for longer next time. Look, finding this in. Okay. It just looks on my monitor like I'm a little choppy sometimes. But yeah, so Divine Joy Randolph won that first poll. Next time I'll set it for longer. I didn't realize it was preset to like a minute, so that's my bad. I'm new to this, okay? You know? Normally I just sit here and play video games and say, all right. I'm rooting for Divine Joy Randolph. Although I would be happy if Emily Blunt won too. Jodie Foster Naiad was also solid, but American Ferrera and Barbie and Danielle Brooks and Color Purple I wasn't like blown away with. So What monologue did American Ferrera have in Barbie that was like so powerful and talked about? I don't hear shit about her performance in Barbie. All I hear is I'm just Ken. That's the only thing I hear about about Barbie. What the fuck is she talking about? When she's going off on why women are expected to behave but to stand out when she breaks the brainwashing. Oh, yeah. I don't hear anybody talking about that though. I guess that was a decent monologue. I am curious to see who wins though. This is like so the Oscars is weird this year because there's like part of it is like there's a lot of good movies nominated, but also it's like a lot of boring picks in a way too, like for some things, but also like there's a lot of just in categories where I'm like, I'd be happy if any of these won, honestly. It was a good year for film. It really was. All right, who's going to win it? Yeah, Divine Joy Randolph. Let's go. Oh, she's crying. What a sweet soul. Oh, she was sitting next to Paul Giamatti. First Oscar win and nom for her. Well, obviously, if it's first nom, it'd be first win, right? But oh, that's awesome. Let's go. She was good in that movie too. She was kind of like the center of that movie in a way. You know what I mean? Good for her. She deserves it. She was great in that movie. But most importantly, not only did she win the Oscar, she won our poll. That's the real. That's the real award. Man, she's emotional. Can she get him an award? Can she get an award for an award speech? Ah, her acceptance speech made Paul Giamatti cry. Haha, got him. I'm not gonna lie, it almost made me cry. It's not gonna give us a. It's not gonna give us a premiere of what's coming next. Lame. She deserves it, man. She was awesome. She was like one of the better. Dude, why? Why was it? Is there some kind of commercial happening right now? And it like it showed a clip from the Iron Claw. Like, why in the hell was the Iron Claw not nominated for anything? Like Zac Efron or Jeremy Allen White doesn't get a nomination. Best adapted screenplay, best film. Like, come on now. You know what I mean? Come on now. Is this just a watch commercial? Is that all this is? It is. Oh my god. Yeah, it was just a watch commercial for Rolex. Okay. Is every commercial going to be luxury stuff? Because I think this is Porsche now. I didn't pay attention to what the intro to this commercial was. A Polestar? Never heard of it. You're watching the Oscars. You gotta be filthy rich, right? It's like, no, I'm poor. I just like movies. Can't afford this shit. Are you out of your mind? Even I could afford it. Like, I'm not buying a Rolex. That's on the bottom of my list of expensive things to buy. My phone does what a Rolex does, right? I'm just gonna piss somebody off who likes watches and Rolexes. Nobody's watching me that buys Rolexes. Like, let's be real here. I'm the wrong demographic, buddy. I'm the guy. I'm the guy who on paycheck goes, "We're eating out tonight, baby. We'll go to the Roadhouse. Maybe we'll get a nappy." That's my demographic, not Rolex. Hulu originals. Hey, Lily Gladstone's in this. Whatever this is. All right, I'm a little bit interested. It's like a true crime. Riley Keough, Lily Gladstone. What is this? I would be a little bit interested in this. Under the Bridge. Series. Oh, it's a series? Damn, I wish it was a movie. Inside 2. Inside 2 trailer. I'm not that interested in this. I mean, I'm going to see it because I've seen every Pixar movie. I'll watch every one of them, but like, I'm not very excited for it. Especially on the trail Pixar's been on recently. I did like Inside Out 1 though a lot, so maybe Inside Out 2 would be pretty good. June 14th. We're back. Back at the Oscars. We Oscar so hold. $10 says Inside Out 2 will get nominated. Best Picture? Not we are not doing Best Picture already, right? Or are they just showing us what the nominees are? Holdovers are so good. That's like one of those movies that you could probably watch at any time. I need to buy it on Blu-ray. Okay, we're just getting a holdovers nom thing. I gotta look into Alexander Payne, the director. I've heard some controversial stuff about him, and I don't know if any of it's true. So that she's sitting there at her thing holding it. Couldn't even hear what she said. Jimmy Kimmel got her to say her publicist's name, and just like you couldn't even hear her. Animated feature and animated short. Oh God, where's where's animated? Animated feature. Are we doing animated feature first? All right, animated feature. I'm working on getting the poll up right now. They're doing feature and then short film, I think, is the way it sounded. I think The Boy and the Heron has this wrapped up. I didn't get to see it, unfortunately. We'll do a 3-minute poll on animated feature. I think The Boy and the Heron will win. I would prefer Spider-Man win because that's the one I got to see. I didn't get to see The Boy and the Heron, unfortunately. Oh, they're doing short film? You lied to me. Damn. Well, unfortunately, I don't think I'm gonna get this up in time. Well, we'll just do feature. All right, we'll just do a feature. Unfortunately, they lied to me. They said it was animated feature and then animated short film, and they did short film first. I feel bamboozled. I don't have a dog in this race. The the winner is War is Over, inspired by the music of John and Yoko. I haven't seen any of the animated shorts, so I don't have a dog in this fight. I decided not to bother this year with the shorts. Instead, I watched the DreamWorks Trolls trilogy. I did watch that, but that's not what I chose over watching animated shorts. So polls up. Feel free to vote in the chat. I think anybody should be allowed to vote, right? I think anybody should be allowed to vote. I don't know. But anyway. So I think animated feature will be up next. I will watch the animated shorts. I will watch all the short films probably at some point if I can. Some of them are hard to come by. Like An Irish Goodbye, I still haven't seen, which was last year's short film winner, live action short film winner. I didn't get to see it, so. Oh, I just realized that. Thank you, Autumn, for putting it in alphabetical. I just realized it's in alphabetical. I was scrolling through, like, I don't know where stuff is. It's because it was alphabetical. I should have realized that. So we got 2 votes right now, one for Boy in the Hair and one for Spider Moon. So feel free to vote. That was by accident, but you're welcome. Well, I appreciate it. You should have just been like, no, it was totally on purpose. They started playing them out already. They didn't let everybody talk to let everybody talk. Like, get out of here. Nobody cares about short films. Go on, skit. Yeah, I'll have to watch some of the short films. All right, best animated feature. I bet you it's Boy and the Heron. I'd be so surprised if it's not Boy and the Heron. So we had a tie between Boy and the Heron and Spider-Man. Is it like follower only polls? It should be like anybody, right? Allow additional votes. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. We'll have to see. I bet you Boy and the Heron wins. It's gonna be Boy and the Heron. Yep. I mean, there's no way it wasn't gonna be Boy and the Heron, right? Like, it was totally gonna be the Boy and the Heron. Miyazaki didn't go to the show. Well, so no acceptance speech for the Boy and the Heron. I figured it was gonna be the Boy and the Heron. Spider-Man was really good though. The rest of them that I had seen, Nimona and Elemental was super mid. TMNT should have been nominated. I don't think anything was beating The Boy and the Heron, but TMNT should have been nominated. So we're back to commercial break. All right. So let me look at this polling real quick. I want to see if it should just pop up in chat, right? And just go from there. Oh well, whatever. These commercials for these TV shows, I'm like, I would never want to watch any of these. I don't know what show this 911 on ABC. Yeah, I don't think I would enjoy this content. 911 comes to ABC Thursday, streaming on Hulu. Any snubs you guys think? Films that was snubbed? Oh, I got two of them. Well, one movie, two categories. Godland. Godland got snubbed for best foreign film and best cinematography. Godland should have got, in my opinion. I think Godland had some of the best cinematography of the year. Personally, that's my personal opinion. Godland was super good, but I don't know how good the other internationals are. So maybe the other international films are better. I don't know. I've only seen Zone of Interest for international. I want to see all of them. All of them are in my watch list. I just don't have a chance to. Well, Society of Snow is on Netflix. I had a chance to. I just didn't. So, you know, I will eventually though. Last year I watched everything but two short films. This year I watched everything but the international, a couple of the animations, a couple of the documentaries. I didn't watch a ton. I watched all the best pictures, all right? I watched all of those. I wish I could have got to see a lot of the foreign films though. The international pictures. I just saw on Facebook I sent her a picture of our dog sleeping earlier and she reposted it like she took the picture. Credit the original artist, you plagiarist. I wonder if Poor Things will win anything. I feel like that could be one that was nominated for a lot and not take home anything. It's got to take home cinematography, right? I can't imagine it's not going to take home cinematography. Although El Conde was sweet. El Conde's cinematography was super good. Could you imagine making a movie and then being nominated for like almost every category? That'd be wild. Best original adapted screenplay. All right. What one are you presenting now? All right. Or what are we doing? Are we doing adapted or original screenplay first? Probably adapted, right? Oh, they're doing original first? I'm rooting for Anatomy of a Fall here. Although I would be really happy if May December or Past Lives or the holdovers win. Again, my question is how is Maestro not an adapted screenplay? But whatever. I want to make sure they're doing original first before I put up the poll. Trying to see what one they're doing first. Which one you doing first? Original. All right, polls up. Everybody, panic. Polls up. Vote, vote, vote. Everybody go vote. We got 2 votes. Feel free to vote. Because we got a tie. We got a tie between Anatomy of Fall and the holdovers right now. How is that not adapted screenplay for Maestro? That just feels wrong. May December is only nominated for screenplay, which is wild, but Past Lives has a really good screenplay. I could see Past Lives winning. I think our poll's gonna be longer. Yep, our poll's longer than the thing. Anatomy of Fall won. Yay, I won. That was my pick. Calling these left and right, baby. Oh my god, I just realized they had her coming out to the Caribbean steel pan version of PIMP. That's awesome. That's cool. uh that's funny. All right, I think we'll go back to a minute poll. We'll win this poll. I can manually end it, I guess. I'm curious. I bet you Oppenheimer. I don't know. I don't know what will win next. I feel like this next category is going to be more the setup to how many like is going to be more of a setup of like how much more I'm going to do a 2-minute poll for the next one. Well, let's just go ahead and get it started. I'll just throw it up. We'll do 3 minutes. I'll go ahead and just get it thrown up because we know it's going to be writing. So adapted screenplay is up now. I think Oppenheimer will probably win, although I would want Zone of Interest to win, but I bet you Oppenheimer wins it. So the adapted screenplay poll is up if anybody wants to vote. But yeah, I'm glad Anatomy of a Fall wins. I feel like this next one will set it up. Like if Oppenheimer wins, I bet you Oppenheimer will start rolling in the rolling in the victory, if you will. We got 3 votes for Zone of Interest. Let's go. I hope so. I would love to see Zone of Interest. I would love to see Zone of Interest take it. Like, I would love to see Zone of Interest just, like, wipe the field. That'd be sick. We're going into adapted screenplay now. American Fiction. American Fiction screenplay is solid. I laughed pretty hard at that movie. Like, that was one of the funnier movies of last year for sure. It's a good screenplay. I don't think it's better than Oppenheimer or Zone of Interest when it comes to screenplay. Not a lot of clapping for Zone of Interest. Zone of Interest is phenomenal. It's definitely been one of the most impactful experiences I've had with a movie last year. I guess earlier this year, depends on how you want to say it. So I'm gonna end the poll in about right when they finish up the announcing. I'll end the poll. So get your votes in. Get your votes in. Get your votes in while you still can, folks. Oppenheimer's screenplay is good. Barbie's screenplay is good too, though. What way they wanted to tackle Barbie, making a Barbie movie. I feel like you could have went one way and they decided to actually take a more creative route with it, which is nice. Is Maestro not on the adapted because it was just adapting somebody's life and instead, all right, ending the poll. We had Zone of Interest win. American Fiction won. Really? Okay, whatever. That's fine. American Fiction is good. It's not as good as Zone of Interest or Oppenheimer, but okay, you know. American Fiction works. Maybe American Fiction will start sweeping a lot of it. I don't know. That'd be wild if American Fiction comes through and steals the Best Picture win. Feels like a bit of an underdog. Yeah, I was not expecting that one. That one was surprising. Young Star, hey, thank you so much for following. I really appreciate it. Every year I do a watch along to the Oscars. I'll be uploading this to YouTube later. I mean, just as like this, you know. And I also do gaming streams on the weekend, sometimes through the week if I'm doing a screen to console episode. But thank you so much. I hope you enjoy the stream. Like I said, American Fiction is a good screenplay, but I was really thinking I was going to Oppenheimer. That was my I think it was that my first miss. That wasn't the short film. He's talking about instead of making a $100 million movie, make $10 million movies, or how about you make a $4 movie and then you 4x your budget on YouTube. Ignore that joke. I imagine we're going to commercial break. I doubt we do another category. Oh, they're doing a song break. Billie Eilish and Phineas O'Connell. I I would be surprised if that's not the winner for best original song. I'd be really surprised if they're not the ones who take it. Although I'm just a Ken slaps so much harder than this. She's singing facing, yeah, she's singing facing away from the audience. Hmm. I feel like that shit isn't bad. I've not listened to really anything of hers outside of her first album, but I thought her first album was good. It's a very breathy performance. Her breathing's a little bit louder than her vocals. Yeah, I'm like trying to remember when this song plays. It'd be fun if I'm a Ken wins. I'm just Ken wins. I'm just Ken. Not a bad song. Got like a mustache hair tickling my nose. It's like, get out of here. Isn't Phineas her brother? Aren't they brother and sister in real life? I think they are. She could become one of those artists that, what do they call where they win? No, because she's not won a Tony. It's like you win a Tony, an Oscar, and a Grammy. But she could win a Grammy and an Oscar. That is very possible. Potentially best supporting actors next? I don't know. All right, commercial break. So I still got visual effects, sound, live action short, production design, best picture, music, original song and score, makeup, hairstyling, international feature, film editing, documentary short, documentary feature, directing, costume, design, cinematography, leading performance, actress and leading, actor and supporting, actor and leading. So still got quite a bit of categories left. They'll start churning through these like the technical ones pretty quickly though. I'm pretty sure this show will go on to about 10. Somewhere around there is probably about where the show will go to, which is good because I got to get up early tomorrow. Can't hang late all the time here, Oscars. I've watched the Oscars on and off since probably about 2012, 2013. I remember watching it the last year we had cable. And then from there on out, I would go over to my grandma's that I live next to and watch over there the Oscars until I moved out. And then we actually found some people that was just streaming it on YouTube and watched, or we would, I don't know, I've always found a way to kind of stumble across the Oscars. And last year I started doing live reactions, and I think I'm just going to do it every year. It's fun. I like the Oscars. I'm one of those people who actually gets legitimately excited for the Oscars, uh, because it is exciting. It's exciting to see, the thing you're like the most interested in. Like, I get why people like the Super Bowl. Like, it's like the thing you're like interested in is like biggest night in a way. But the thing is like the Oscars is kind of a joke in sense of like what they pick and stuff. They ignore so much. However, the thing that's important about the Oscars is, basically, I think if you win an Oscar, your career is pretty much like set, right? And so, like, it's huge when someone like Del Toro wins a Best Directing Oscar, or Bong Joon Ho takes everything, and stuff like that. It's really cool. So I don't know. It's cool to see the films that really resonate with you. I guess take home the big award in a way. I'm just trying to fill air. This Shogun movie, show looks sweet. I need to watch this Shogun. It looks awesome. It looks really cool. It's on Hulu. I do want to watch that at some point. I need to. I don't know what trailers you're getting. I'm on YouTube TV, and I think it's region based what trailers you get, but I'm getting a trailer for Shogun, and that show looks so cool. I need to watch it. I still need to watch Avatar: The Last Airbender, the Netflix one. I don't know. There's stuff I need to watch still. I still need to watch like the most recent seasons of the Harley Quinn animated show. There's just stuff around I need to watch. I have a hard commitment to TV shows though. I'd rather just watch a movie, All right, we're back. Showing a little showcase for Past Lives. I really enjoyed Past Lives. That's one I feel like on a second watch is probably going to go up. I think I gave it originally a 7.5, but it might go up to an 8 on a second watch. It's a film that I keep like occasionally thinking about. I don't think it will win anything, but it is good. All right, what's potentially the next category here? What's this box? 60-second ad? I'm not going to do that to you. Although I should roll. No, I'm not going. Just roll them at commercial breaks. It's the most viewership I've had since I played Magic recently, like all the time. Okay, they're doing makeup and production. All right. So I've seen all these except for Golda. Um, I meant to get around to watching it, I just didn't. I'll watch it eventually though. And I've not seen Society in Snow, but I should have. I want to do 2-minute poll. Poll is up for makeup and hairstyling. Poll is up. We got. I'm going to say Poor Things. That's what I'm going to vote for. Um, Maestro's hair and makeup is decent though. I'll give it that. That's probably one of the stronger aspects of it. Oppenheimer is good too. Poor Thing's makeup is really solid. I want to see Society of the Snow really bad. It's Society of the Snow. I think I've been saying Society in the Snow this whole time. My bad. All right, I got to end the poll because it's already here. Poor Things won. So Poor Things might end up taking. Like I said, they'll churn through these really fast. I'll start doing minute polls for the tech stuff because they like to just get rid of these categories, move through them. Wasn't it one year they did like cinematography or something during a commercial break? Like they did like one or two of the tech awards through commercial breaks, and then people were mad about it. There's Poor Things. You need to specify. Okay, yeah. So Poor Things won the poll and the Oscar. They won both. So Poor Things won the poll and the Oscar. My manager is texting me, if you will. um, yeah, Poor Things makeup was good. A lot of the tech stuff with Poor Things, I'm like down for it winning because I think it did a lot of great things technically. I just, for me, I want to turn that light off. Blind me in the face. I could probably take my glasses off too, not be as reflective-y. You know, that anime pose where it's all reflection. Oh, what's next? They're just going straight in production design. It's the same category. Um, yeah. I don't know if I'm not gonna get this out in time. They just like went straight into it. I should have known, but I didn't know what they were gonna do. You know what? I'm gonna put up the poll anyway. I think Oppenheimer. Oh no, I think Poor Things will win production design too. But I'm gonna put the poll up. You go ahead and vote for whatever you think will win, and we'll talk about it afterwards. Okay? You go ahead and vote. Poor Things won again. It won the Oscar again. I kind of figured. I mean, it's basically the same category this year. Like all the same movies were nominated for both. So you go ahead and vote in the poll of what you think should have won. Poor Things won. Didn't really give me time to get that out there. I apologize. Hey man, I'm working as fast as I can. Okay, I'm going as quick as possible. We got one vote for Barbie, one vote for Poor Things. My pick was probably Poor Things. Although Barbie was also a solid backup choice for production design. My only reason to like pick Poor Things over Barbie is just for the, I guess, originality of it. They didn't really like. I don't think with Poor Things they had a lot to work with, other than like maybe some Victorian designs. Where Barbie, it's impressive to bring toys to life. We'll put it that way. It is impressive. So if you have a different opinion than Poor Things of production design, feel free to go ahead and vote. Um, I'm going to do a poll after this. When we go back to the next commercial break, I'm going to do a poll of what we think were the biggest snubs. So if you have any snub in mind, if you think something's been snubbed, and I'm talking about no Oscar noms, period. That's what I'm talking about. No Oscar noms. If there's a movie out there you think was snubbed, throw it in comments and I'll add it to the poll. Looks like we're tied Barbie and Poor Things as it's rounding out. They tied. Oh, John Cena. They got John Cena. Costume design. So having John Cena present costume design. Oh, he's pretty much naked for real. Okay. The bit, if you're not watching, the bit is that they were gonna have John Cena do like a streaking bit to commemorate, I guess, 40 whatever years ago, a streaker ran across stage, and he's in. If he's not naked, he's in very tight clothes. I'll put it that way. So poll is up for best costume design. This one is pretty much the same. Oh no, it's costume design and production design. That was basically the same. I want to say Poor Things again, but the poll is open. Two for Poor Things. So yeah, feel free to vote for what you think will win best costume. This one's the same. I had this one and makeup mixed up, but I mean, you know what I mean. I bet it's going to Poor Things. I would be surprised if it's not Poor Things. Yep, Poor Things won again. That's three for Poor Things. Poor Things might take it. We might see a bit of a sweep with Poor Things. So yeah, I'm curious. I'm curious to see how much more Poor Things wraps up. I bet you it will win cinematography. Then I don't know if it'll win directing or best picture, but I bet or best actress. But I bet you anything. I bet you anything that it wins. Um, I bet you anything it wins best cinematography. I told you we was going to crank through these technical ones really fast. I told you. They always burn through these really quickly. I think Poor Things also won our poll as well. Just winning all the awards tonight. Not only the Oscar, but the famous poll on Twitch. Yeah, I am curious to like who gets the invite to the Oscars, you know? They're playing her out. All right. All right, you've talked too long. Go on. Go on now. Get. Her earrings are cool. They're like eyeballs. All right. So, I'm going to throw up a poll. This one is snubs. What movie's got a snub? I'm going to throw this one up. Uh, and it just if you think the movie was snubbed for any Oscar, okay, it doesn't have to be a specific question, but any Oscar, okay. So we're in the Iron Claw. Trying to remember what all movies got snubbed. Let's just do this. If you have any other ones, throw them out in chat. So here's a poll throwing up that is snubs, partially in my opinion, of snubs. But if you have any other films that you think was snubbed for something, feel free to throw it into chat. And those are all films I think got snubbed. I think Dream Scenario got snubbed from Nick Cage, potentially like a best screenplay, Godland, cinematography, and foreign. Although, like I said, or international, whatever you want to call it. Although, maybe not for the international pictures. I just really enjoyed the film. Saltburn, cinematography, bare minimum. Iron Claw for a bunch of stuff. And TMNT for TMNT Mutant Mayhem for animation. So feel free to vote for any of those that you think got snubbed, and I would love to hear your opinion why you think something was snubbed, if you think something was schnubbed. Yeah, I moved through those tech ones really quick. We still have a couple tech ones like sound, visual effects, cinematography. They typically like to burn through them ones pretty quick too. Film editing. They might break up some of the tech with like they might do something like best documentary, best international, best documentary short, something like that. So it was tied between Iron Claw and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie. This commercial's annoying. Just a bunch of kids screaming at a stop animation snowman, like at the top of their lungs. NJM insurance. All right, we're back to the Oscars. I would like to watch Killers of the Flower Moon again. I know it's like 3 hours and 20 minutes long, but I didn't feel. It felt like a 2.5 hour movie to me, despite there being some things I think should have been maybe trimmed down a little bit. It's impressive to think like Martin Scorsese's like I don't know 147 years old. Oh, they're performing the song. Good, I can hear this again and try to remember what song this was. I still think Billie Eilish will win the song though. I forgot they probably won't do the song until after everybody does the songs. Cause like how if you don't win the Grammy So, I mean, if you don't win the Oscar song, like it'd be weird performing it afterwards, right? Because you'd be like, we should have won. Okay, so it's just like the song is just the traditional, like a traditional Native American chant song. I don't know what you would call it. I'm not very Oscar savvy. Would production design be an option for like well designed character, or just be like sets and stuff? Production designs like sets and stuff, which is why Poor Things won because of the originality in the sets. Although Barbie's sets were good too, though, right? Well, I really like how they presented this song. Got to make sense. Makes sense. It's a good beat. Dwayne DeWalt Johnson. All right. What's in your hand? International film. I can see the envelope in his hand. All right. My pick is just going to be Zone of Interest. Zone of Interest, I think, will probably win. It's either going to be Zone of Interest or Society in Snow because Io Capitano. I want to see that. I want to see all the international films. Anyway, it's up. Vote on what you think will win Best International Picture. The poll is up in chat. Feel free to vote on what you think will win. I think Zone of Interest will win. Just typically the stereotype with it is if it's nominated for other categories, it will probably win the Best International Feature. And I bet it's gonna be Zone of Interest. I'd be surprised if it's not Zone of Interest. The Zone of Interest won. Let's go. Zone of Interest won. Let's go. Zone of Interest won the Best International Feature. I doubt. Are you watching the Oscars? I am watching the Oscars. You are right. That is what I'm decided to do with my Sunday night. Yeah, Zone of Interest won Best International Picture. I don't know. It's very. I think Parasite's the only film to win both it and Best Picture too. So I don't know if Zone of Interest will do it, but we'll see. At this point, I wouldn't be surprised if Poor Things don't win it. We'll see. But yeah, I figured Zone of Interest will win. It's pretty much like if Zone of Interest, how many categories already been announced? Oh, I don't know how many's already been announced. I can tell you how many we have left because I've been deleting them out of the Word files. We've been going. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 left, if I'm not wrong. I hope Society of Snow wins at least one. It lost to both. Sorry, Fern. It didn't win either. I want to see that. I haven't seen it yet. I've heard good things about it. It was nominated for Best International and Best Makeup, and Best Makeup went to Poor Things. Best International went to the Zone of Interest. So I'm sorry, Society and Snow didn't win. Society of Snow. I keep saying Society and Snow. I've said it like one time as that, and now I can't break it. Society of the Snow. Um, yeah, I hope. Unfortunately, it didn't win anything, but I hope it's good. I'm excited to see it. Oh my god, what? Yeah, unfortunately, it didn't win any. Looks good though. I'll watch it eventually. I'll definitely watch it before I make my best of 2020. I can't remember if it's 2023 or 2024 movie. I have to look when the US release date is. Yeah, I have to watch it. Oh, I'm totally going to. I just haven't got around to it yet. 2023. I think it's 2024 for US. I'll look real quick. I think it's technically a 2024. Society of the Snow. Wow, 7.8 on IMDb. For US release. Oh, I just hit a thing. Who's this? I'll bet. Oh, screw you. Like, you're going to tell me you're going to have a little thing talking about stuntmen and you're still not going to have a stuntman category? That's wild. Like, I've said that for a while. Like, why is there not a stuntman category? For United States, it looks like it had a limited release December 15th and then a US wide release January 4th, 2024. So I would classify it as a 2024 movie under my I don't know, it could be 2020. I'll have to think about it. So it is the widest. I don't know. I have to think about it. It's 2020 or 2023 or 2024. But it's wild to me like the Oscars haven't done a stunt category yet. Like John Wick totally should have been nominated for best that's actually a good snub. Best I don't know, production design. Yeah, probably production design. Yeah, they just said, "Hey, stuntman, we know you exist." They should really have a stuntman category. Okay, it looks like we're doing supporting actor next. Looks like we're doing supporting actor next. Yeah, I really do think the stunt category should be a thing. They're adding a category next year though, aren't they? New Oscar category. What are they adding next year? Casting. They're adding a casting achievement. I mean, sure. It doesn't even begin until 2026 though. The casting award. I mean, sure. I'm not against that. That feels like a scene, like an area, but like, can we not get stuntmen, like a stuntman category? That's wild to me. That's really wild to me. That there's not a stuntman category. But yeah, society. So you say, Fern, that Society of the Snow is good. I want to see it. Oh, they're doing a Dunkin' Donuts commercial. I would totally go for Dunkin' Donuts. Wait, does Shane Gillis get cast in Quentin Tarantino's new movie? What? Hold on, I gotta look this up. Shane Gillis, Quentin Tarantino. We're on commercial break. Joe Blow. Shane Gillis is starring Quentin Tarantino's The Movie Critic. With camera set to roll in Tarantino's Movie Critic this year, it's only a matter of time before we find out who will be the titular character. A handful of names have been circled, like Paul Walter Hauser, but that one fell apart due to last year's industry strikes. Now, the latest is Shane Gillis. Dude, that would be wild. I'm for it. I think Shane Gillis is hilarious. I'm for it if he gets that role. I would definitely. I mean, I'm gonna see it anyway, right? It's Tarantino, but like that'd be wild. That would be wild if it's Shane Gillis. That Capote versus the Swans looks terrible. People still watch American Idol. They're doing an advertisement for him. Like I didn't even know this thing still existed. No, Lionel Rich is that Lionel Richie? I'm not sure. Katy Perry, and then I don't know who the other person is. All right, we're back to the Oscars. Here's the current list of winners for anybody who wants it. Thank you, Autumn. You're the best. Did I miss anything? Or miss anything? Best animated feature: The Boy and the Heron. Supporting actress: Divine Joy Randolph. Best original screenplay: Anatomy of Fall. Best animated short: War is Over. Best costume design: Poor Things. Best makeup and hair: Poor Things. Best production design: Poor Things. Best international: The Zone of Interest. Best adapted screenplay: American Fiction. I don't think so. I think you got everything. I think I was everything. Actor and supporting role poll going live. So the poll for best actor in a supporting role is up. I personally, so feel free to vote. I personally, any one of these I'd be happy with. I'm voting for Ryan Gosling because that's your boy. Uh, Ryan Gosling is just a fine actor. He's just fine. Um, but anyway, so yeah, so vote for who you want to see win Best Supporting Actor. I would be happy with any of these. I think every one of these categories were great. Maybe swap out Robert De Niro for Jeremy Allen White from the Iron Claw, but everybody else was great. Ryan Gosling should win it because he stole the entire movie from the lead role, right? Like Ryan Gosling was more talked about than Margot Robbie, in my opinion, from my circles, from my very insular circles. he Ki Kwe Kwan is awesome. He's given a shout out to Sterling K. Brown. But yeah, so the poll is up in chat. So anybody watching, feel free to vote in chat uh, who you want to win Best Actor in a Supporting Role. Sterling K. Brown is a good actor. He was good in American Fiction. Didn't get a lot of screen time in American Fiction, but was good. I love Sam Rockwell. I have a feeling Robert Downey Jr. might end up winning. Has he won one before? I think he's won an Oscar before, right? For Chaplin? He was no, he did not win. He was just nominated for 3 Oscars. So Ryan Gosling won our poll. He won our poll, not the Oscar, not yet. Hopefully, maybe. But Downey Jr. was nominated for Oppenheimer. Could you imagine if he won the Oscar for Tropic Thunder? Could you imagine wearing? I get the point of it, but could you imagine that? And then best leading in Chaplin, but he has not won yet. Is that Tim Robbins? Yeah, Tim Robbins. I mean, De Niro was good in Killers of the Flower Moon. It would be kind of cool to see Robert De Niro win one for this late in his career. That'd be kind of cool. When it comes to Tim Robbins messed up and said an Oscar-winning performance. Wonder if he wins. That'd be a hilarious slip up. That'd be kind of fun. Robert De Niro is one of the greatest of all time, though. Christoph Waltz, where's he been recently? Where's Christoph Waltz been? He's not been around. Oh, Christoph Waltz is doing the Kin one. Nice. I would like to see Gosling win. I don't think he'll win. I don't know who will actually win this. This is going to be a tight one. Like I said, anybody can win. I really don't have much of an opinion on who's going to end up winning this. It could go to Mark Ruffalo. If Mark Ruffalo wins, I think we'll really set up the night for Poor Things. But I'm kind of hoping for Gosling. Yeah, I'm curious to see who ends up winning this one. This one's a tight one. When I saw this original list, I was like, there's not a lot of room in here. Like I said, you might be able to swap one out with Jeremy Allen White because I do think Jeremy Allen White was fantastic in there and Cole. All right, who's going to end up winning it? Robert Downey Jr. Okay. All right. Well, he finally won his first Oscar. I wasn't sure who's going to end up winning it. All right, cool. I mean, I like Robert Downey Jr. as an actor when he's not doing Iron Man every time, which he definitely was not in Oppenheimer. Well, that's the first Oppenheimer win too. I just realized too. That's their first Oppenheimer win. That was a stacked supporting role. So, all right, RDJ finally won one. So Robert Downey Jr. finally gets to take one home. I wish Gosling would have got it. My boy Gosling. Uh, but oh well. Yeah, I mean that supporting role was stacked. I mean, it really was. And Robert Downey Jr. in Oppenheimer's fantastic. He really is. Oppenheimer's a good fucking movie. I was really surprised. Like, I wasn't really surprised. Like, I figured Oppenheimer would be good, but I legitimately think it might be one of Christopher Nolan's best movies. Like, definitely recently. The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare is a new Guy Ritchie movie, and it looks fun. This looks really fun. I like Guy Ritchie a lot, though. I'm a big Guy Ritchie fan. So, and he's been on a bit of a roll. Guy Ritchie has. I haven't got to see Guy Ritchie's the whatever it's called the Covenant. I think is what it's called. I do want to see it though. The one with Jake Gyllenhaal is like an army movie. I do want to see that, but I'm really looking forward to like I kind of want to go see that in theaters. Autumn, look up the trailer to the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare and tell me if you want to go see that. I would like to go to maybe the Cinemark to see that. I think it looks fun. It might be mid as fuck though, but as much as I like Guy Ritchie, he's not like an impervious director. But he's been on a roll, man. He's been churning them out like crazy recently. So he did what's he done recently director wise? He did the Gentleman miniseries or TV series. He did 2 episodes that I haven't seen yet. The Covenant, I really want to see. Maybe I'll pick that up next time I'm at Walmart. Operation Fortune Ruse de Guerre, or however you say it, was decent. It wasn't my favorite thing. Wrath of Man was really solid. The Gentleman was awesome. The Aladdin remake's bad. I really love the King Arthur, Legend of the Sword. The Man from Uncle was a lot of fun. I like Guy Ritchie's style a lot. He's like British Tarantino, right? Guy Ritchie's basically British Tarantino. I don't know if that's an accurate representation, but I'm gonna start saying that. So I'm just gonna start calling him the British Tarantino. Actually, who was first? Who did Lock Stock? Tarantino beat him. All right, so yeah, he's the British Tarantino. Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels and Snatch are really, really fun movies. I'm just curious. I'm looking up the Oscar category. How many of us are in here streaming Oscars? Two. Oh, two of them are actually live streaming the actual Oscars with their stream. That's funny. A lot of people are. A lot of people are just streaming footage of the Oscars. You can't do that with the. Well, I mean, you should be able to, but technically you can't. That's funny though. I'm just curious if I hop over to just chatting, what happens? I was watching the trailer for the Ministry of the Ungentlemanly Warfare, so I'm a little late to responding, but I'll see anything with Carrie Yules in it. Oh yeah, Carrie Yules is in it. I should have just said that. Hey, this movie has Carrie Yules in it, and you'll be like, yeah, okay. Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito are coming out next. Man, Danny DeVito looks old without his Frank get up. Like when he's not like got his hair dyed and stuff for Frank. Man, he looks old. What are you guys presenting? Arnie and Danny DeVito have great chemistry. They should do another movie together. Not do like a twins or whatever it's called, like reboot, but like this is actually one of the best presentation. All right, we're visual effectsing here. I think it's going to go to the creator. I would love to see Godzilla win. I would love to see Godzilla win, but I think the creator is going to win because everybody's talked about the creator. All right, polls up, polls up. Everybody, go vote for who you think is going to win best best special effects. I think it's going to go to the creator. I would love to see Godzilla win. So feel free to go vote for what you think is going to happen. Yeah, feel free to go vote. Come on, Godzilla, shock us all. Godzilla winning would be insanely awesome. The Oscar goes to Godzilla won. Yes, let's go. Let's go. Yes. Awesome. Fuck yeah, let's go. Godzilla, baby. Oh, that's awesome. I'm so happy Godzilla won. Godzilla's budget. Hold on. This is important. Godzilla -1 budget. This is a film that was made for roughly $10 to $12 million budget. A 10 to $12 million budget won best visual effects over multi like 100 million plus thousand like $100 million movies. Let's go. Martha would be so proud of him right now. Exactly. That is awesome. Oh my god, the one dude brought a Godzilla They brought Godzilla statues with him. They brought Godzilla statues with them. That is awesome. Oh, that's so awesome. I'm so happy right now. Let's go. Oh, that is sick. He's having a hard time getting through the English. But yeah, Godzilla won. Let's go. That is sick. I'm so happy Godzilla won. So happy Godzilla won. You have no idea. That is awesome. A $10 to $12 million film gets to win visual effects. That's sick. That on its own is makes the night. Let's go. Let's go. I'm so happy Godzilla won. That is sick. One of my favorite movies of last year. I can't wait to watch again. One of my favorite Godzilla movies. Might be my second favorite Godzilla movie, honestly. Oh, that's awesome. So happy they won. They're playing the song, cutting them off. That kind of sucks. They didn't let everybody get to talk. It's like they're having a hard time getting through the English. Just let them talk. That's awesome, dude. That Godzilla -1 movie was so sweet. I wish I would have got to see it again. I want to see the black and white version. That'd be awesome, dude. I'm so happy about that. Next category already. Editing, editing. Film editing. New poll. Working on it right now. My pick for film editing is Oppenheimer. Um, I'd be surprised if Oppenheimer don't win. All right, we got a 1 minute poll going live because they're going through this quick. They're going through this quick. So everybody vote who you think will win best film editing. Go vote now. I'm gonna say probably Oppenheimer. That's probably my pick. Well, in terms of editing, I do think it has some of the best editing, but we'll see. We got Oppenheimer versus Poor Things going on in the chat right now, and the winner, who's it gonna be? Oppenheimer won. Oppenheimer takes it. Like the thing with Oppenheimer's editing is like that's a 3 hour movie that flies by without feeling like anything is forgotten. Everything's like fully like developed. It just has a nice quick pace, a lot of frantic phonetic energy in its editing. So Oppenheimer wins the poll and wins the Oscar. It must be nice to win the Oscar, but more importantly, it won our Twitch poll. I mean, our Twitch poll. So what do we have? Oppenheimer's what, 1-2 right now? There are two in so far. Give me. Had to clear my throat. I didn't want to do that in the microphone because it's gross. I'm also keeping an updated winners list. If you ever want me to toss in a chat, yeah, go for it. Just go ahead and toss it in. It's been a couple awards. If you want, Autumn, just anytime there's like just toss in an updated list every commercial break. Every time we go to commercial, toss it in. Oh, John Baptiste is doing his song for American Symphony. So in chat right now, that's our list of current winners. I wasn't like I think American Symphony is a good documentary, but I wasn't blown away with it. It was a character limit, so I'll need to break it up. Gotcha. No worries. I wonder if I can get rid of that. There don't need to be a character limit, right? Is there like a way to let mods? No. All right. I was trying to see if there was a way to like get rid of like limit count for like mods or something. So I'm just Ken is the last song they need to perform. Out of curiosity, would Ryan Gosling win that from just kin since he performs it? I'm gonna look it up. Barbie might be the one to go home with nothing. They nominated for a bunch, but they they ain't winning. They ain't winning much. Be this year's Elvis. This is a lot better than Elvis, though. What's up, Nero? Slash Meister. What's up, buddy? Best. No, best achievement written. It would go to Mark Ronson and Andrew Wyatt. Despite, I'm pretty sure Ryan Gosling said it. How's the Oscars? Not bad so far. I don't know if chat will show you, but Poor Things and Oppenheimer have done pretty well for themselves. What else is there? A lot of it's been pretty predictable wins, although some of them's been somewhat surprising, but nobody's been slapped yet, unfortunately. I don't know going into this one if anything wild is going to happen. Like the slap obviously was like out of nowhere that year, but the like last year you had like a lot of like built-in like hype between like Brendan Fraser and Ke Huy Quan and Everything Everywhere All at Once getting a bunch of noms, stuff like that. I thought Oppenheimer was all right. I really enjoyed Oppenheimer. I gave it an 8. I don't think it will ever go up on a second watch. It could go down on a second watch, but I feel pretty confident in that 8 out of 10. I feel pretty firm on it. But we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We have 11? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, we have 11 categories left. I gave it a 6.9. Makes sense. But Godzilla won best visuals. So, hey, Godzilla taking on best visual effects. I'm very happy with. I'm very, very happy with. Deserved it. And Zone of Interest won best international. Have you got to see Zone of Interest yet, Nero? I think you would like Zone of Interest a lot. Audra Plaza doing this Baja Blast commercial is weird. Oh my god, they got Ron Swanson to do a Baja Blast commercial. Nick Offerman, but he's dressed like Ron Swanson, kind of. We're back to the Oscars. I have not watched it yet, but plan to. I think it's out. I don't know if it's streaming. Like, I think you have to purchase it or rent it for streaming, but I think it's on Prime. I'll look for you. Give me a second. I think you'll like the Zone of Interest quite a bit. I would highly recommend trying to watch it with like a decent sound setup. It's on Prime. You can rent it or buy it on Prime. I don't think Zone of Interest will win Best Picture. It won Best International Feature though. Thank you. Time for bed. Dropped in to say hello. Have a great evening. Yeah, Nero, I'll catch you on Discord, buddy. Have a good night. Thanks for dropping in for a bit. They sure got Shane Gillis to host the Oscars. All right, what's our next category? It's American Ferrera and Kate McKinnon. Okay, best documentary short and best documentary feature. So I'm gonna assume they're doing best documentary short first, which I've seen the ABC's of book banning, The Barber of Little Rock, and The Last Repair Shop, and I wasn't very in love with any of them, um, personally. But the poll is up for best documentary short film if you've seen it. I mean, I don't know how many people watch the documentary short films. Um, so I don't know if you guys have seen any of the short films, but there is up on the poll currently. So we got the ABCs of book banning. I probably, out of what I've seen, the three I've seen, I would probably lean toward the Barber of Little Rock, but I wasn't like in love with. I wasn't really in love with like any of them that much that I seen, but I didn't see Island in Between, or is it, how do you say that? Nani Nani and Wapo? Wipo? I don't know how you say that. I'm not sure what will win, honestly. I could potentially see the ABCs of book banning just because of its. I don't know. They're all kind of political messages. Large reaction for The Last Repair. Nine Nine and Wipo. All right. The Last Repair Shop. Really? That one wasn't very good. I gave it a 4 out of 10. Well, what do I know, right? Nothing. It won the Oscar. I honestly was not a fan of The Last Repair Shop. I thought it was really kind of like um had some focusing issues. Wasn't very like focused in, but whatever. I wasn't like I wasn't super invested in that category. Just the 3 out of the 5 that I had seen, I wasn't like in love with. So, all right, I'm gonna throw up another poll while they're doing their acceptance speech for best feature documentary. So be sure to vote for who you want to win the best feature documentary. I only saw 2 of the documentaries this time around. I saw Bobby Wine and I saw 20 Days in Mariupol. My personal vote is 20 Days in Mariupol, and I'm pretty positive. I feel pretty strong. I would put money down that it will win best. It will win best documentary. I'm almost certain of it. So the poll is up. Feel free to vote on who you think will win best documentary feature film. Also, for fun fact, 20 Days in Mariupol is free to watch on YouTube. If you decide to traumatize yourself later tonight, you can watch it on YouTube. Bobby Wine, the People's Pope, very similar to Navalny. It's like Ugandan Navalny. It's crazy how basically that just happens everywhere, but it's a good documentary. It's on Disney Plus. The Eternal Memory might be on. It's on some kind of streaming platform. It might be on Paramount, I think. I'm not sure. I'd have to look. To Kill a Tiger, I couldn't find. and Four Daughters. I think at the time we were potentially going to watch it. It was on for rent on Amazon, but it might be available for documentary feature. I do want to see the other 3 documentaries I didn't get to see. I do want to see them, so at some point I will watch them. Although I don't really want to watch The Eternal Memory, I'll be honest with you. I think that movie's going to be devastating. It's about dementia. I don't know if I want to sit through that right now. "20 Days" has to, I don't know. I feel like 20 Days will probably win. 20 Days won our poll, and the Oscar winner is 20 Days and Mariupol. I kind of figured that's what would happen. I kind of figured they would win that. That was a documentary that will stick with me. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it is a really harrowing documentary. Definitely recommend it. It's on YouTube if you want to watch it. I think I gave it an 8 out of 10. Well, that's the first Ukrainian Oscar. Cool. Wow. Wow. What a powerful speech. In case you're not watching, he basically said that he's probably the only person to win an Oscar to say that he never wished he made the film. That he wished he could trade in the Oscar for Russia to be gone, like, out of the country. That's crazy. That is very heartbreaking, yeah. Damn. That was probably the acceptance speech of the night. That is so bizarre. He just gives that speech, and then the orchestra starts playing "I'm Just Ken." That's a that's that's weird. All right, so they're doing "I'm Just Ken." Yeah, that was rough. Autumn, if you want to throw in the winners update, I'm gonna do a be right back. I'm gonna throw you on a be right back screen real quick, and I'm gonna use restroom. As a kid, I was always a fan for some reason or another of the video game adaptations or tie-ins of movies. While I know licensed games are for the most part considered to be majority bad, for me I loved watching the movies and then renting the games afterwards as a kid. Growing up, I thought it'd be fun to examine some of these counterparts a little bit more and see how the game holds up to the film itself. I figured I'd start this series off with one of my personal childhood favorites, Monsters, Inc. and its counterpart, Monsters, Inc. Screen Team for the PlayStation 1. As a kid, I sunk many hours into Screen Team, even though I never got very far. I still have fond memories of playing it as a kid. As for the movie, I watched the VHS a bunch of times as a kid, and I've even seen it multiple times as an adult as well. I guess I should probably give a spoiler warning for both the movie and the game.
Quite good. Attack warning. Is it for real? Attack warning is for bloody real. Is it?
Monsters, Inc. is one of those movies I put as like a gold standard Pixar film. Coming out during the heyday when Pixar was one of the best animation studios, revolutionizing animation with their boundary-pushing 3D animation. And while yes, compared to today's standards, Monsters, Inc. definitely looks a little dated, it's still a classic animated film. The opening of the film is one of my favorites in Pixar's lineup because it presents the entire idea of the film and the world incredibly well. A film about monsters scaring kids to use their screams as a power source for the monster world, playing with that old kind of kid horror trope of a monster being under your bed or a monster in the closet. The scene builds really well, trying to emphasize the terror, but then quickly subverts that when the monster slips and falls onto the jacks. This slipstick move quickly takes any of the scary out of the monster, humanizing them and making them funny for kids in the audience. Alright, I'm back. I'm back, baby. I just realized when I went to go leave, the Be Right Back screen is the first episode of Screen the Console, the Monsters, Inc. video. I should update it to the Kung Fu Panda video. The Kung Fu Panda video, I think, turned out really good, and I should update that. I should update that. So, shout out to Autumn again for throwing up all the Oscar winners. That's how we're sitting so far. I will say it's been kind of predictable a little bit tonight. There's been a little bit of surprise changes. I also got a refill in my... I'm a huge Junji Ito fan, and I found this FYE in case anybody else is a Junji Ito fan. The fucking sick cup. Any bedoozle. That's not the point. The point is, Oscars is going about the way I would expect it to. No big surprises so far. I think the biggest surprises so far is Godzilla actually winning, which I'm happy about. That was my pick for what I would want to win. And Robert Downey Jr., although I said at the beginning that supporting actor spot could go to anybody because everybody was great. But now we should be getting a little bit more into the nitty gritty, some of the bigger... We have sound and cinematography still to do, live action short, and music, the music categories. They'll churn out probably here soon. What you doing, Zendaya? Cinematography. Huge snub, Lucas Zale for Zone of Interest didn't get nominated, which is kind of BS. Some of these names are going to be cut off. I apologize. I have a word count, apparently. But polls up for cinematography on who you think would want to win or who you want to win. I think Poor Things will probably win. Polls up if anybody wants to vote. I think Poor Things will probably win. I'm rooting for El Conde. I liked El Conde a lot. I think it'd be cool to see it win. But Poor Things will probably win. The Oscar's going to be given away before the poll's done. What? Oppenheimer won? Hoyte von Hoyteman. What? What? Okay, who voted for Oppenheimer in the chat? I want to hear your opinion to why Oppenheimer wins. I want to hear your opinion. Please start spouting. There's some good shots for sure, but like Poor Things and El Conde, I think, is just better in cinematography. I don't know. This was surprising. This was awesome. Congrats, Oppenheimer. Cool. Yeah, I would love to hear your opinion though. Why you voted for Oppenheimer on that? Wow, that's surprising. That is surprising. I was not expecting that at all. I mean, like Oppenheimer's a decent looking film. Like it's a good looking film. It's the only one I've seen. Gotcha, Kyle, for seeing. Gotcha. I mean, yeah. I mean, if it's the only one you've seen, you got to root for the home team, right? I was just surprised. Like, don't get me wrong, Oppenheimer's cinematography is not bad by any means. Like, there's some really good looking shots in the film, but I was really surprised. I thought for sure it was going to go to Poor Things. I was rooting for El Conde because I think El Conde is just fucking cool looking. I think it's a cool movie that nobody's really talking about. All right, so what's the next one we're going to do then? Reasonable, I voted for many of these for the same reason. For sure. All right, we're doing live action short film. All right, so I haven't seen any of these, and I'm not gonna get like any time because they said we're gonna keep this short, and they're just going through. Oh, I have. I've seen the wonderful story of Henry Sugar. That's the one I'm rooting for. So polls up. This is gonna be a fast poll, so I get it if you just want to skip on this poll. I think I'm rooting for the wonderful story of Henry Sugar. Um, I don't know what will actually win this, so I am a little bit interested to see what actually ends up winning. The wonderful scenery of Henry Sugar, the wonderful story of Henry Sugar. Well, Wes Anderson gets oh, Wes Anderson was not there. Okay, no acceptance speech either. So, you know, I do want to see the other short films. I just didn't get around to it. I think Red of Night and Invisible are both on YouTube, and then I think The After is on Netflix. I don't know where Red, White, and Blue is. And they're doing The Fire Inside. That I don't remember this at all from that movie. I don't remember The Fire Inside one bit from Flamin' Hot. Is it the trail? I think it's the trail. I think it's not the trail. I think it's the credit song at the end. I really don't remember this. That movie was surprisingly better than I thought it was going to be. I don't think it's a great movie, but it wasn't bad. Flamin' Hot, that is. I'm gonna go ahead and end this poll. We'll jump back into another poll in the next. What was I gonna say? The next category. I imagine we're gonna do sound and maybe directing next, or maybe sound and score. I don't know. They'll probably do score and original song together, but we haven't done I'm Just Ken yet, so I don't remember this song at all from Flamin' Hot. Not at all, man. But yeah. Oppenheimer. Wow. Just I can't get over that. For cinematography, really? That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay, whatever. I still think Saltburn got snubbed for best cinematography, but is what it is. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do. I want to see this. I don't know what commercial you're getting, but the commercial I'm getting is that tennis one with Zendaya. I think this looks good. It's from Luca Guadagnino, or if I'm saying the name wrong, I don't know. Who did the Suspiria remake, and I haven't seen Bones and All yet, but Bones and All looks good. Chains Challengers, that's what it's called. I really want to see that. Yeah, I think Challengers looks pretty cool. I do want to see that. Bones and All, I do want to see too. I just haven't got around to it yet. I think it's on Prime. Bones and All. I think Luca. I thought Luca Guadagnino. Guada. I've thought about it too much now. I can't say it. So the only film of his I've seen so far is the Suspiria one. Okay. Although I've heard great things about Call Me by Your Name, I need to watch that at some point. Yeah, I do want to see Bones and All. I think that looks good. I'm just looking at what Luca's done. Guadagnino. I think I got it. I think I got it now. I think I broke that. You ever done that where you try to say something and then you screw it up too many times, and so you're just like, blah, 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 and now you can't say it anymore. Oh, sweet. We're back to the Oscars, baby. Just looking at some. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm curious to how they're gonna break this up because I imagine sound and directing will probably go together, and then song and score will probably go together, and then that boils down to like best picture will be last. It'll go best actress, best picture, and best no, sorry, best actress, best actor, best picture, probably in that order. Well, we're getting to the back end of this. I mean, it's already almost 9:30 already. I woke up this morning and they decided to just steal an hour away from my weekend because they're like, "Hey, you know what? We have daylight savings time." It's like, I thought we got rid of this. Like, I thought you were gone. I thought we got rid of you. And it's like, nope, still here. It's like, come on, get out of here. All right, we're back to the Oscars. That's funny. Um, someone just commented on my last repair shop review. I gave it a 4 out of 10. They said, just won the Oscar." You got me. You got me. That's my opinion. Wow, Wes Anderson won his first Oscar, and he didn't come here. There's actually been quite a bit of amount of people who's not been here to like get their awards this year. Best sound. All right, folks. We got best sound. The creator, Maestro, Mission Impossible, Oppenheimer, and Zone of Interest. If it does not go to Zone of Interest, that's gonna be wild because that's the entire movie. I have it listed. The poll is listed. Go vote for what you want to win. Best sound. Best sound poll is up. Go vote. We got an Oppenheimer vote in here. I'm voting for the Zone of Interest. It is, it's like that's the movie, right? You know what I mean? So I'm looking forward to seeing what ends up winning, but I'm hoping Zone of Interest takes it. Polls up if anybody wants to vote for what you want to win. What's John Mulaney doing? I don't know what he's even talking about. So yeah, I personally want Zone of Interest to win. The whole movie's design is built around the sound. So I really hope the Zone of Interest wins. I mean, the Creator sound was good. The Creator was a good tech movie. Kind of a weak narrative movie, but a really good tech movie. Especially because it was shot on like pretty like affordable cameras for like people to actually buy. I mean, Oppenheimer definitely has some good sound design too. So the Zone of Interest won our poll. So Zone of Interest won our poll. So we'll see what happens here. It's got to be Zone of Interest. That sound design's insane. Yes! Zone of Interest wins, baby. All right, let's go. 2 for Zone of Interest. Uh, awesome. It had to win sound design. The sound design in that movie is absurd. Like that's like 90% of the movie is the sound design. There's so much like emotion and scope in the sound design of that movie. That's awesome. Good for them. The Zone of Interest getting it. I'm happy about that one. Zone of Interest deserves it, dude. So 2 for Zone, I'm happy. I'm glad Zone's not going empty-handed. All right, so what are they combining with? Or they might just do I'm just a kin. Yeah, they're just doing I'm just kin. I'm just a kin. Or whatever. I'm just kin. That's what it is. I'm like, what's the actual. That's what they're doing right now. So they'll probably do that and then they'll do the music categories next. They actually got Gosling to perform it. You're gonna tell me he's gonna go through a completely choreographed version of I'm Just Kin and he's not gonna get the best supporting actor? Did he get nominated for Drive? Has he been nominated for anything else? Probably The Notebook, right? He's been nominated 3 times. Oh, probably Crazy Stupid Love. That was a big movie for him. La La Land. Shit. La La Land, Half Nelson, and Barbie are his. Oh, Half Nelson's good. I forgot about that. Half Nelson's a good movie. If you haven't seen Half Nelson with Ryan Gosling, that's a good one. I haven't seen it in a hot minute. I don't know if it has a Blu-ray. I have it on DVD. I don't know if it's got a Blu-ray or not. So he's been nominated 3 times. I thought he got nominated for Crazy Stupid Love, but I guess not. Is King is I'm just kid. Oh my god, they got Slash from GNR. They got Slash to go to the guitar for I'm Just Kid. That's wild. They went all out with the Ken song. I kind of wonder is Ken gonna win the best original song? This is without a doubt the biggest when it comes to the production of it. That's cool. He went over to the Barbie co-stars and director and got them to start singing "I'm Just Ken" with him too. This has been the best song performance of the night. I will say that. It's fun. You can tell Gosling's having a great time with it. Wait, what was that? Wait, what? Did they get Wolfgang Van Halen up there too? Eddie Van Halen's son, right? That's his name, right? It's like Wolfgang Van. Yeah, Wolfgang Van Halen. I was right. Did they get him too to do the guitar work? All right, I kind of wonder if I'm Just Ken's gonna win. Then that was a huge production for that song compared to all the other ones. That was cool. That was a good one. That was a good one. I had a good time with that one. Autumn, we're heading to commercial. If you want to throw up the current list of winners, yeah, that was cool. I'm Just Ken song. That was a good version, good rendition of it. Definitely recommend checking it out when it goes up on YouTube. I do want to look up. Was that Wolfgang Van Halen? I'm Just Ken. Yeah, Slash and Wolfgang Van Halen. Oh, what's this? Appear in the video? I didn't know there's a video. I'm Just Ken. I didn't realize Slash and Wolfgang Van Halen was in the video for I'm Just Ken. That's my bad. I didn't watch the music video for I'm Just Ken. That makes sense then why they played live. But yeah, I saw him. And was like, is that Wolfgang Van Halen? I was like, I think that's who that is. That's cool. That's cool. They got that. So we got what? Here's what we got left, folks. Music original song, music original score, best picture, directing, best actress, and best actor. I'm assuming the next categories will be the songs, best original song and best score. We'll go to another commercial break. Maybe director will be lumped in with that. And then we'll go through the actors, take commercial break, and then I don't know. I think last time they did the actors, actress, and best picture all together. I can't remember. We're getting to the tail end though, folks, which is good because it's getting late and I'm getting tired and the wine's starting to set in. So so I'm ready for this to be done. I'm also anxious a little bit because I am curious to what's going to unravel with these next couple ones. It's been a good Oscar show. Nothing crazy's happened. There's nothing. There's been nothing like that. But in terms of just the show itself, it's been a solid show. Excuse me. Oh, Autumn. We'll have to look to see if Wish is on Disney Plus yet. Oh no, it comes out on Tuesday. Tuesday it comes out on Blu-ray. So we'll have to see if it pops up on Disney Plus. Susan Me comes out too next week. Oh man, this movie looks so good. They're playing a trailer. I can't remember what this movie's called, but I saw a trailer for it when we saw Kung Fu Panda. It looks awesome. The animation looks beautiful. It looks really cool. It's very Wall-E-esque. The wild robot. I think that looks cool. I want to see that. I need to add that to my list. I don't know if I've added that to my watch list yet. Uh, the wild robot. Have I added that to my list already? I haven't. Just if anybody's watching is interested, you can follow me on Letterboxd. I do all my reviews on there. I mean, they all go on YouTube too, but I do every movie I see. I do the review on there. You'll probably see it before I go. We're back to the Oscars before they go up on YouTube, and that's where I keep track of like some of my lists and wish lists and stuff. So check that out. All right. So we are doing the music scores, the score and original song. We're doing the music categories next. That's what we're doing next. I'll see what they're doing first. I imagine they're going to go through these really quickly. So I'm just going to start throwing them up. We'll do original song first. That feels like that's probably what's going to be first. I'm rooting for I'm Just Kin. I really felt like going into the. I really felt like going into it that the Billie Eilish song will win. So polls up right now for original song. I'm voting for just I'm Just Kin. I'm Just Kin. Are we doing film score first? Did we do it backwards again? Yeah, they did score first. Damn it. All right. They did score first. My bad. We did it backwards. I thought they would do song first. American Fiction, Indiana Jones, The Dial of Destiny, Killers of the Flower Moon, Oppenheimer, and Poor Things. I'm rooting for Oppenheimer. American Fiction score sucked. It undermined scenes it was in. It was misfitting at times tonally. Indiana Jones, Dial of Destiny is just more Indiana Jones music, which is good, but also like we've heard it a million times. Killers of the Flower Moon was solid. Oppenheimer's was super memorable. Poor Things was Poor Things was decent. It's not my most favorite, but so my bad. I did it backwards. So Oppenheimer won best original score. Yay, my pick won. um Oh, he won the Oscar for Black Panther originally. He won his first Oscar for Black Panther score. Interesting. Yeah, I do like Oppenheimer's score. I think it's good. I re-listened to the big three that I liked: Poor Things, Oppenheimer, and Killers of the Flower Moon. I re-listened to those scores to like try to figure out which one I was kind of leaning toward at work. And I liked Oppenheimer the best, with Killers of the Flower Moon second. Poor Things was fine, but like when you get through a couple of the main themes of Poor Things, a lot of it's just kind of like sounds. I don't know how to say it. It's just kind of like noise. I guess, and then you like think about how it's used in the film, and it's like I only remember like a couple of the main themes. More like Oppenheimer, like I kind of think about some of the musical pieces there. All right, best original song. You guys are rooting for "I'm Just Kin," and that's what I'm rooting for too. I have a feeling it's going to go to Billie Eilish one. They didn't even go through the nominations. Did they forget to do that? They just went. They just went straight into the Oscar nom. They didn't. They didn't go through the. They didn't go through the nominations. That's weird. Billie Eilish won. I figured that's what was going to win. I was rooting for "I'm Just Kin," but I figured Billie Eilish would win just because of it being Billie Eilish. No, good for her. Got a Grammy, got a Oscar. Now go for a Tony. She's got a Grammy, right? Billie Eilish Grammy. Yeah, so she's won Grammy. You'll get a Tony now, Billy. Get the trifecta. So yeah, Billie Eilish won. That's what I kind of figured Billie Eilish would take it. Um, that's what I was kind of figuring. I was rooting for "I'm Just Kidding" though. Darn. So we're down to the final four, the big four: directing, actor, actress, and best picture. Which obviously will close on best picture. Um, but yeah, so it's cool. I imagine they go to I imagine they go to director, actress, actor, picture, but they might go director, actor, actress, picture. I don't know. But yeah, I kind of figured Billie Eilish would win. That's what I kind of guessed going into it, but I was hoping "I'm Just Kidding" would win. But that was weird. They didn't go through the nominations. They were just like, and the winner is, and it's like, okay, I guess we're not doing that. I guess we're not doing the thing where you acknowledge everybody else. But yeah, I got that one backwards. So unfortunately, which it wouldn't have mattered because I wouldn't have had time anyway. So Autumn, if you want to throw in, since the last couple of chats are what was currently one, if you just want to throw in the music wins, you can go for that if you want. Or I guess I can. Here, I will. I'll do it. Best Oh, you beat me to it. You're on top of it. You're the best. You the best. I don't know what show this is. Abbott Elementary. This show looks horrendous. Yeah, I'm not a. I don't know what the show this is, but mm, yeah, I don't know about all that. It's up next. I don't think I'll be waiting around for it. Oh, I wanted to look at that real quick. This has nothing to do with YouTube. This is personal. Okay. Just curious on something. Just wanted to check something. Yeah, we're getting to that back nine of the Oscars. Oh, I need to get a standing desk. That's gonna be a purchase here soon. Is a standing desk because I'm can't sit like this anymore. Like, not like I can't just sit, but like I can't stay seated like this for a long time. It'd be nice to have something that would just rise up. And I could just stand up and hang out for a minute. I'll get one eventually though. It'd be nice because I want to like redo this whole room that I have set up. I think it'd be nice to try to get it changed around, be a little bit more feng shui out of it. Mainly, I just want to be able to get behind stuff. Where I have it set up right now, I don't have like any like behind access without pulling everything out. So I'd like to have like a little bit of walk room. We're back to the Oscars. They're doing a. Are they doing a Navalny? They're doing a Navalny memorial, or are they going to do the what who we lost memorial? Maybe. Yeah, that's so sad to hear that Alexei Navalny was well, we don't know for sure, but we can assume what happened to him. Yeah, it's the in memoriam. I don't want to watch this. It's gonna be sad. Michael Gambon, Norman Jewison. I don't know how you say his last name. I'm not gonna name off everybody, but hmm. They normally do a pretty good job with the memoriams. Paul Rubens. One's sad. Oh, I didn't realize Killers of the Flower Moon's composer passed away. Man, a lot of people passed away. William Freakin. Need to watch more of his films. Need to watch a lot more of his films. Sad, man. We're going back to commercial break. Okay, never mind. We're not. We're just doing the in memoriam and then going to another commercial break. Okay. Oh shit! I got a fucking huge text thread. I don't know what this dancing song is, but like, it's a weird like mixture of music here for this. I'll have to read this later. There's a lot here. If my buddy's watching this and you just sent me a message on Facebook, I'll message you after this. I'll read this out. I'll read it after. There's a lot there. That's a Sirius XM commercial. Okay, settle down, Sirius. No, does anybody buy Sirius, or is it just like they just get the free installment when they buy a car, and then just that's when they have Sirius XM in? Net Bidding and Sam Neill and whatever this show is. Allison Brie. Looks like a melodrama. Apples Never Fall, Peacock original. A lot of great actors in it though. I actually think I'm gonna take my glasses off for a little bit. The headphones are kind of pinching the arms into my ears. God, Hassan was right. Streaming is hard. Yeah, a lot of these TV shows they're advertising for, I would not be interested in watching, like at all. All right, all right, we're back. We're back to the Oscars, everybody. Everybody, look alive. We're back at it. Four to go. They're doing Best Actor instead of Director. Okay. So poll is going up. I'm working on it right now. All right, poll is up on Oh shit, are we going to get to see Nick Cage on stage? Let's go. Let's go. So Best Actor is up in the poll if you want to go vote for it. We got Brendan Fraser, McConaughey, Nick Cage. Who was the other two? I was just impressed by Nick Cage. Forrest Whitaker, and I don't know who the other person is. I like how they're bringing out other actors to talk about other actors. Like, that's kind of cool. So, I'm rooting for Cillian Murphy here. I'd be happy if Paul Giamatti won it. I think Nick Cage should have been here for Dream Scenario over Bradley Cooper, and I think Zac Efron should be here over Coleman Domingo for Iron Cole over Rustin. That's what I would have liked to seen changed, and then that would be a different conversation. If those two were in here, we'd be having a different conversation. I'd probably be leaning toward. Hold on, the cage is talking. Oh, Nick Cage is doing Paul Giamatti. Nice. Nick Cage stole the show just by being Cage. The cage was let loose. So yeah, those are, and if those were those were the choices, I would lean toward probably. I don't know. I'd probably still be Cillian Murphy, but Zac Efron would be is worthy of a nom because he was fantastic. We got Cillian Murphy wins our poll, so we'll see who ends up winning the actual Oscar here in a minute. Bradley Cooper wasn't bad in Maestro. I just think Maestro was a bad movie. That's just my opinion. Oh, that's Ben Kingsley? Okay. I was like, I don't know who the other person is because I haven't seen a close up on him yet. I only saw the picture, and I think the picture was when he was in Gandhi, and I didn't recognize him. Yeah, Ben Kingsley is awesome too. I would like to see Cillian Murphy win this. Paul Giamatti would be a good win too. If Coleman Domingo wins or Bradley Cooper, we riot. We riot. I've seen Coleman Domingo have two prominent roles in the past like month, and he's been the weakest part of both of them, or one of the weaker elements of both of them. Rustin was just a mid movie, and he was mid in it, but he was bad in Zola. Man, Forrest Whitaker's looking good. Look, he's lost quite a bit of weight. I don't think Forrest Whitaker was prepared for this at all. Yeah, I don't think he was very prepared for that. Because he struggled with a couple of the lines. Brendan Fraser gets to do Jeffrey Wright. Okay, let's hear it, Fraser. Oh no, never mind. I missed that. Cillian Murphy, let's go. Cillian gets his first Oscar. Take that, Autumn. No, I'm with her. Paul Giamatti was fantastic. I would be happy with either of them winning. I think both of them were fantastic. Like both of them gave some of the best performances of the year that I've seen so far. I still have 180 some movies from 2023 to watch before I try to make my best of 2023 list. So who knows? Maybe not. But of what I've seen so far, he's fantastic. Cillian and Paul Giamatti are both fantastic. I was rooting for Cillian because I knew she was rooting for Paul, but I would have been very happy with either. All right. I'll be interested in this actress one. I really do think an actress is between Lily Gladstone and Emma Stone. I thought Emma Stone was probably going to win it, but now I really think Lily Gladstone might win it. But my pick would be actually be Sandra Hüller. After seeing all these movies, I really like Sandra Hüller and Anatomy of a Fall a lot. Good for Killian. I remember the first movie I can remember watching him in was a movie. Um, I want to hear this. Hold on. Good acceptance speech. I was gonna say though, I remember one of the first movies I ever saw with him in it that I remember anyway. Like I know I watched 28 Days Later, but I don't know. Maybe I'd watch this first. But Red Eye. Has anybody seen Red Eye by Wes Craven? That has him and okay, they're doing directing next. And what's her name? Man, she's a famous actress. Rachel McAdams. Um, it's a really good thriller. It's a really great thriller. All right, so we got best director. Best director poll is up in the up for votes. So vote on what you want to win. I am rooting for The Zone of Interest. I think it'd be cool to see Martin Scorsese win. I think it'd be cool for a lot of these to win, honestly. Um, I'd be kind of happy with any of them winning, but Justine Trier, that's how you say her name. So I was saying wrong. It would be cool to see Scorsese, whatever you want to say, to get one before it's over. Yorgos has been awesome for most of his career that I've seen. I've not seen all his movies. Jonathan Glazer winning Zone of Interest, that'd be cool. All right, who's it gonna be? Nolan won. Nolan won for Oppenheimer. He finally got one. Christopher Nolan wins the Oscar. He finally got one. How many times has he been nominated? Because wasn't he like one of the running, like he always gets nominated but never wins? So Nolan finally won. Man, I can't tell if he's really tall or if Steven Spielberg's really short. Steven Spielberg might just be short. I don't know. So yeah, Oppenheimer wins. Christopher Nolan finally gets his first Oscar. But yeah, has anybody seen Red Eye by Wes Craven with Rachel McAdams and Cillian Murphy? It's worth a watch, honestly. It is. It's completely worth a watch. It's a decent thriller. I think it finally got a Blu-ray. I need to upgrade it. I've had the DVD since it came out on DVD. I remember for whatever reason, I saw it at Kroger, of all places, Kroger's, at all places. I was trying to be correct. They would always have like this little small little kiosk of movies, and I just remember seeing the poster of it, and I was like, I want to see this. And I was little. I think it came out like 2004, 2005, somewhere around there. And I was like, hey, can I get this? And I don't know if it was mom or grandma bought it for me, but then I watched it and I was just like, I don't know, it's always stuck with me. That was a good acceptance speech. All right, so now I feel pretty confident Oppenheimer is going to win Best Picture. I feel pretty confident Oppenheimer will win Best Picture. I like how they're playing Pirates of the Caribbean score right now. The orchestra is. All right, so we're down to Best Actress and Best Picture. Those are our last two. I am rooting for Sandra Hüller, but I think Lily Gladstone will win Best Picture. I I said before, like I think Zone of Interest is my favorite of those pictures of like of the movie's Best Picture. I think Zone of Interest is my personal favorite. I don't think it will win. I think it's going to Oppenheimer. I bet you Oppenheimer will win. Um, so that's no wins so far for Holdovers. No wins so far for Killers of the Flower Moon, Maestro, Barbie. Past Lives, I guess. Past Lives was only nominated for a couple things, though they didn't nab any of their wins. They have one more chance. But yeah, I'm gonna say. But yeah, my personal favorite of the actresses is probably Sandra Hüller, who is phenomenal. We're down to the final two, baby. We're on the home stretch. Woot woot woot. Oh, I just had a massive brain fart. It's getting late, man. It's getting late. The wine's setting in. Now I need to look at something. So, okay. Because I need to work on what I watched in February list, that video. I'll try to work on that this week, see if I can get it out within like a reasonable time. I'd like to have it out by the end of the week, but we'll see. I'm trying a new way of like how to edit those together, so we'll see how they end up. I'm a little bit curious to see how they come together. But yeah, I got a couple of videos I want to work on. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what I get done. That's what I'm trying to say. I need to go see Dune. I want to see Dune at some point. I'll probably wait for it to come out on Blu-ray. All right, we're back. Back to the Oscars. 2 left, baby. We're doing Best Actress, Annette Bening and Nyad, Lily Gladstone in Killers of the Flower Moon, Sandra Hüller in Anatomy of a Fall, Carey Mulligan in Maestro, and Emma Stone, Poor Things. I really did kind of going in tonight thinking that it was between Emma Stone and Lily Gladstone. I still think that's probably who it's going between. Those are the front runners. I bet it's going to Lily Gladstone, although I'm going to vote for Sandra Hüller personally. So the poll is up, so feel free to vote for who you want to win. Michelle Yeoh, who's up there? Michelle Yeoh, Jennifer Lawrence, Sandra Hüller. They're talking about first. She was so good. Like, if you ever seen Anatomy of a Fall, definitely check it out. It's really good. So we have a three-way tie. If someone wants to break three-way tie between Lily Gladstone, Sandra Hüller, and Emma Stone, if somebody wants to break the tie, feel free to do so. Yeah, Sandra Hüller, I would like to win. I think she gives the best one. Diane Keaton. I was like, who is this? I was like, oh, her name's on the tip of my tongue. Emma Stone does carry Poor Things and has a really complex performance, but Jennifer Lawrence is doing Lily Gladstone's introduction. I will say it's a little bit weird not to see. So we had a three-way tie. It's a little weird not to see, like, we don't get any snippets of, like, the roles, the performances. I would be happy with pretty much anybody winning. I don't think Carey Mulligan, no offense, really has a chance, but I love Carey Mulligan as an actress, so don't take that the wrong way. Shout out to Naiad though. Naiad's a pretty good like uplifting movie. Charlize Theron, by the way, doing Annette Bennings. Naiad's a good movie. It's worth watching. It's on Netflix. It's about Diane Naiad swimming from Cuba to Florida, and that determination at her, like, what was she, 60? I don't know. It's good. It's really good. Her and Jodie Foster are the two leads in it, and they're both really good. Defs recommend. I gave it a 7, I think. I can't remember. I think it was a 7. I don't know. I can't remember who this woman's name is, what this actress's name is. I've seen her a bunch of stuff, but I honestly can't remember what her name is. Shit. I'm totally spacing on who this is. Shit. I can't even think of like a movie recently I've seen either, or not seen like recently. I just can't think of a movie she's been in either. To like look her up. Like, shit, I can't remember. Lily, probably. Emma Stone won it. Wow, I thought it'd go to Lily Gladstone. Emma Stone won. All right. All right. Well, that's okay. um, thank you, Autumn, for the update. So I can only do 5 at a time for Best Picture, and I can only do one poll at a time. So let me just throw up 5 of them right now. I guess there's 10 movies. So we'll do the first poll while they're doing an acceptance speech. So out of here, vote for American Fiction, Anatomy of Fall, Barbie, The Holdovers, or Killers of the Flower Moon for what you want to see win Best Picture, and then we'll do a second poll too. Unfortunately, I can't do 10. Emma Stone's really emotional winning. Has she won before? She's won before, right? I was really surprised. I thought Lily Gladstone was going to win, especially considering she was like the first. Um, I keep saying Sandra Hüller, don't I? It's Sandra Hüller. She's won 3 Oscars. Fuck, that's a lot. But yeah, so I think Lily Gladstone. I thought Lily Gladstone was going to win. So she's won. No, Emma Stone. Sorry, Poor Things won 3 Oscars. Emma Stone's won 2. I think she won for La La Land, right? Yeah, she won for La La Land. She was also nominated for Birdman and The Favorite. Um, yeah, so Emma Stone is going to take home Best Actress. Sandra Hüller. I keep saying Sandra Hüller. Sandra Hüller was my pick, and I really did think it was going to be Lily Gladstone. So surprised ended up being Emma, and congrats Emma on that. Great actress, deserving of it. All right, so we'll call the holdovers the winner of poll number 1 for Best Picture. So this is the back end of Best Picture. If you want to vote, it's going to be Maestro, Oppenheimer, Past Lives, and Poor Things. And if we have time, I'll throw the top 2 together in another poll. So Best Picture poll number 2 is up. Apparently Zone of Interest didn't get added on. Hold on, let me redo that. All right. Okay, Best Picture 2 is now up. Sorry. Best Picture 2 is now up. It was missing Zone of Interest. So, Best Picture 2 is up. We got 1 vote for Oppenheimer, 2 for Zone of Interest. And depending on how this Best Picture goes by, we'll go from there. He's riffing on Trump, and I don't know if this is like, did Trump actually write a review or saying Trump wrote a bad review of Jimmy Kimmel, or is he just like riffing on Trump because why not? I'm gonna end this post, and the final post, final round for Best Picture picks will be The Holdovers, The Zone of Interest, and Oppenheimer. All right. The final round of the Best Picture poll is up. So please vote for what you want to see win Best Picture. Looks like Al Pacino is gonna be the presenter for Best Picture. That's kind of cool. I'm gonna say the winner will probably be Oppenheimer. I bet you Oppenheimer will win. I want Zone of Interest to win, but I bet it's gonna be Oppenheimer. Who's it gonna be? Oppenheimer won. What a terrible present. No offense to Al Pacino, but like, what a terrible way to present that. He's like, I got to look in the envelope to see who won. And he opens up and goes, I see Oppenheimer. And then just, yeah, it's Oppenheimer. Like, what? Okay, Pacino. Go to Dunkin's. Get your coffee, bud. So that's what I figured. I figured Oppenheimer was probably going to win. I figured it was probably going to win Best Picture. I would have been really surprised if it wouldn't have won. So Nolan got 2 Oscars for his first night. Good for him. Emma Thomas, Charles Rowan, and Christopher Nolan wins for Best Picture. So how many did Nolan take? I mean, not Nolan. How many did Oppenheimer take home? Several, right? They were clearly the big winner tonight, which I kind of figured they were going to be going into it. The Oscars love like based on true story stuff. They won 6. They like the based on true story stuff quite a bit. Well, good for good on my brain's breaking right now. Good on Oppenheimer. All right, so let's recount. Well, I guess I'll wait. I'll wait for the I guess I'll wait for the acceptance speech to be over. Oh, there's a puppy coming in here. Hi, buddy. What you doing? Or you want to go to bed? It is past his bedtime. That's probably why he came wandering in here. We watched the last 2 nights. We watched the troll movies, and the dog, actually was like really interested in him because he kept watching the screen. Like, what is this? And he's gone, just like that, and he's gone. Is that it? Are we done? Do you think it's kind of soul crushing if you're nominated for a bunch of rewards? Do you think do you think if you were nominated for a bunch of stuff and you didn't win anything, like is it like kind of soul crushing? I don't know. I'll never be nominated. I don't fucking know. Anyway, so that was the Oscars. Let's do a quick recap real quick. Get out of here, YouTube TV. Fucking shit ass surface. Let's look real quick. My wife was great. I first off, I do want to just shout out to my wife, Frizzin Freckles in chat, our moderator, for going through and keeping on top of all the winners. So big round of applause to her. Thank you so much. I love you. Thank you. Let's go through our list here real quick. We got Best Animated Feature, The Boy and the Heron. Best Supporting Actress, Divine Joy Randolph. Best Original Screenplay, Anatomy of a Fall. Best Animated Short, War is Over. Best Costume Design, Poor Things. Best Makeup and Hair, Poor Things. Best Production Design, Poor Things. Best International, The Zone of Interest. Best Adapted Screenplay, American Fiction. Best Supporting Actor, Robert Downey Jr. Best Visual Effects, Godzilla -1. That's that will always be so that will always make me so happy to say. Best Film Editing, Oppenheimer. Best Documentary Short, The Last Repair Shop. Best Documentary Feature, 20 Days in Mariupol. Best Cinematography, Oppenheimer. Best Live Action Short, The Wonderful Story of Henry Sugar. Best Sound, The Zone of Interest. Best Song, Barbie, What Was I Made For, Billie Eilish, and what's her brother, Phineas O'Connell. Best Original Score, Oppenheimer. Best Leading Actor, Cillian Murphy for Oppenheimer. Best Directing, Christopher Nolan for Oppenheimer. Best Leading Actress, Emma Stone for Poor Things. And Best Picture, Oppenheimer. That has been the Oscars. Thank you all for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I hope you enjoyed the Oscars. And I will catch you on the next one. I will do this probably every year until I am no longer a thing. So yeah, the Oppenscars, the Oppenscars, yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah, they took home like everything. They were the big winner. I kind of figured they would be coming into it. But thank you everybody for watching. I will catch y'all later and have a good one. Bye everybody. I'm gonna send you to a goodbye screen. Bye.